What's up, y'all? It's your boy Zay, and I'm back with another one. Uh, react to a video that caught my eye that Angry Man posted up. I've been watching his Instagram, and he's been waking up and realizing what's going on, how the treatment that light skinned and mulatto people are getting, and he's getting tired of it. He getting tired of it. He light skinned or mixed. He's one of them, but he's tired of it. Anyway, let's get into it. Hold on, y'all. He about to light it up. Yeah, I don't know. Got mines too. About to light up the Twinkie. Trying to skip this shit.
Here you go. Chris Brown is a colorist, right?
Imagine being able to build an app with
Here
your
we
name
go,
on it,
y'all.
just by thinking about it.
Here we go.
Meet Base 44, a complete AI.
Man, base 44, man, you can kiss some fucking.
Oh, he's a colorist. He doesn't like dark-skinned women, right? Okay, so here's the video of the woman complaining about Chris Brown, right?
Come get you plus two other girls. So Bubba finally comes to the gate around like 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on you plus two other girls. So Bubba finally comes to the gate around like 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on. His name tag basically said Boba. So I'm like, hey, are you Boba? I'm Chris Brown's manager. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, like 7:05, 7:10. So the concert just started. And I actually saw him have like 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket, but we're going to get there in a second. So he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands left. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, I just got off the phone with such and such. He said that you were expecting me and my friends to come. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away.
Huh? Oh, I got it. Ooh wee. Let's fix that right now. There we go. Let's rewind this back.
Come get you plus two other girls. So Bubba finally comes to the gate around like 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on. His name tag basically said Boba. So I'm like, hey, are you Boba? I'm Chris Brown's manager. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, like 7:05, 7:10. So the concert just started. And I actually saw him have like 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket, but we're going to get there in a second. So he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands left. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, I just got off the phone with such and such. He said that you were expecting me and my friends to come. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away. Doesn't give us a ticket, don't give us any explanation, just that he doesn't have the wristbands. So I immediately get on the phone with my friend that works, with Chris Brown, knows Boba, knows all of them personally. And he's like, what? He's like, he literally just told me that he was coming to get y'all and he was expecting y'all. So he's like, let me call him, what's going on? So he calls me back and he's just apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he's tripping like that, but he doesn't want to give you guys the wristbands.
We in a world where you
Here we go with the bullshit. Hope I ain't messing anything up. Shit,
more VIP wristbands, right? And she claims that he had 50 of them in his pocket. 50 VIP wristbands? Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works, right? But anyway, 50 VIP wristbands, right? Now, I was watching, I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I saw other people reviewing the whole thing. So there were people that were saying, okay, well, it was 4 of them, I think. it was 3 dark-skinned women and 1, I guess, fair-skinned Puerto Rican woman, right? So apparently she called whoever and they were supposed to go see what's up. And they said the bouncer or somebody came back and told the Puerto Rican chick that she could come on in or whatever, right? And I guess the Puerto Rican chick was like, well, we're together. He's like, oh, well, I can only bring one person in, right? So because of this, you know, darker skinned black women have run to the internet to accuse Chris Brown of being colorist, to accuse Chris Brown of being prejudiced, right? And Chris Brown's response to this was, you know what, I'm sick of y'all. And so he shut down his social media. He shut down his Instagram, his Twitter. He said, look, if y'all gonna call me colorist, I ain't trying to deal with y'all, right? Now, me personally, and I guess Chris Brown is in a, I guess he's in a precarious position because, he has fans of all complexions and all of that, right? But I'm gonna tell you the truth. In a perfect world, what I think Chris Brown should do is I think he should just come out and just say flat out, yes, I have a preference for lighter skinned women.
Hey, if that's true, shoot, why not? I mean, they came out and say they had preferences for darker men and said I don't do light skins. Y'all remember all them pop the balloons and 20 versus ones, all of that. Even these little memes and you know what they be doing, making videos and posts.
In fact, I think every single man that has a preference for lighter skinned women should just say it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because
you got a point.
It's time to rip the Band-Aid off, man. It's time for the felt, because there's guys out here that prefer dark skinned women.
Right.
It's not like those guys don't exist.
Right.
But the guys that prefer light skinned women, like, bro, it's time to just go ahead and admit it. And the reason why I say it's time to just go ahead and admit it is so that they can finally cope. They can finally deal with the realization.
He got a point, y'all.
We don't have to like you just because you feel like people should like you.
Exactly.
They don't. It's the most ridiculous thing in the damn world, man.
Hey, when we go in certain settings and stuff, they feel like they don't have to like us. And I've been in a lot of situations like that, and I know a lot of y'all can vouch for the same thing, that y'all had the same experiences.
It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Like, people don't have to like your flavor just because you think your flavor doesn't get enough attention, or just because you think your flavor doesn't get enough praise. Like, bro, that...
Ready to lose the hat and regrow the hair? With Choose by Hims, you can regain your hair and your confidence.
I'm going to dive into this tonight. And I'm going to point out the hypocrisies within this bullshit. I'm going to point out the hypocrisies. Shout out to Oye. Oye said, ain't none of these women called Rihanna, Oprah, and Rock Nation out for destroying Chris Brown. Facts. And by the way, y'all, if you're just coming in here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you support the show. Anybody that drops 100 or more will be a sponsor of the show. Anybody that drops 500 or more will be a super sponsor of the show. We want to try to get at least 30 contributors per hour, starting now. So make sure you guys are supporting the show. You can do so by going to Cash App, $Fuel the Anger, or Cash App, $The Angry Man. So I'm going to do a deep dive into this. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be people that are going to be offended by it. I really don't care, man, because this is getting out of hand. Like this whole climate of everybody that feels like they're a marginalized group, or everybody that wants to weaponize and use victimhood as currency. Like, bro, it's tired. It is so tired. It is so dead and stinking, bruh. Like I'm sitting here looking at this woman talk about her experience, and I'm sitting here like, it sounds like they were given VIP access. You didn't pay for anything. I can see if you paid for VIP access and they said to you, well, we're not going to let you in because you're dark skinned. That would be completely wrong. But if they're giving you something, and they decide that they don't want to give it to you because you're chocolate, or because you got thick eyebrows, or because you got short hair, or because you're overweight, so what? So what?
That's the
You're
way it
asking
is.
for something for free with your bumming ass. Take your begging ass home. Like real shit. You just want VIP passes so you can sit up in Chris Brown's face. So what I'm trying to figure out is, if you believe that Chris Brown is colorist and he doesn't like dark-skinned black women, why would you want to sit up in his face? I swear to God, y'all gotta be, some of y'all gotta be the lowest self-esteem having individuals I've ever seen in my life. Because guess what? As a light-skinned man, if there was a female performer that I really liked or whatever, right? And she said, oh, she only likes dark-skinned dudes. Not only do the moment that I realized that, it's like, okay, cool. That's their preference. But guess what? I ain't got to sit up in their face. Like, if bro, and here's the thing, they act like this shit only goes in one direction. Everybody has preferences. I can't name how many times when I was in the dating world as a younger man, I crack on a chick, she'd be like, yo, I don't date red niggas. Yo, did I get mad? Did I snap out? Did I start cursing and shit? Did I start screaming about discrimination? Hell no. I kept it pushing.
And that's how we do. So that's what I say when we come into their spaces and all of that. They be saying, "Yo, I don't do light skin. I don't do the like red bone, yellow bone niggas. And that's what it is. And we keep it pushing. We don't get mad and complain. But it's like, I'm on here because it's like, how they gonna complain about Chris Brown, but they be doing this to regular light skinned dudes, and he's addressing what I was just saying.
Been moving. If you don't like light skinned dudes, okay, then I'm not your flavor. I'm gonna keep it moving. I can't make you like light skinned niggas.
See?
But for some reason, y'all dark skinned women, y'all think y'all can make everybody like you. You think not only can you make everybody like you, but you can use social shame to make everybody like you.
Y'all remember what I was talking about, the social shame. They be shaming everybody, making everybody feel guilty and stuff, making them feel ashamed of what they are, and making them feel like they have to go with them, Let's see what OG got finished saying.
Can't you like dark-skinned women? Maybe he just doesn't. Deal with it. Maybe he just doesn't. Deal with it. For the love of God. I am so sick, bro. I am so sick and tired of all of you individuals in your victimhood bubbles that the rest of the world have to tiptoe around you and walk on eggshells around you, and all of the fake ass kissing just so you can feel like somebody. It is not our freaking responsibility to help you with your self-esteem. As Cat Williams said, that's why it's called self-esteem. It's your responsibility to feel good about you. It ain't on us. And see, you might come over here and you might be like, yo, angry man, you wildin'. Yo, angry man, why you going in like this? Yo, I'm sorry. I'm not, bro. I'm not a light-skinned apologist. You niggas will never make me feel bad about being light-skinned. I ain't.
There you go. He's speaking facts. And that's the mindset we need to carry. We don't feel sorry for you, and you're not going to make us feel bad about what we are. Because we are beautiful as a people.
I'm trying to hear that shit. Not even on my worst day am I trying to hear that shit. The same way you got every right to love your chocolate skin, I got every right to love my light skin. So you can kiss my yellow, you know what?
Hello.
All of this running around here trying to make people feel bad just because you feel bad about your dark skin, like, yo, we not doing that. We not doing that.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about.
Ali, I love your hair.
I mean, it's easy to spot me on the court, I bet.
But you've always been like that. See me?
Yeah.
Before you hear me. All done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not so fast. I love you.
I know what I want to say, but I don't know how.
Man, they won't let me
to
skip
make it
this
come
one, man.
across
This
in
is
the best
crazy.
way possible. But once I started using Grammarly,
There we go.
We not doing that. That's not our responsibility. That's not, and on top of that, I'm gonna point out the hypocrisy. Oh yes, I'm gonna point out the glaring hypocrisy in this entire situation, and it remains in this situation, right? But before we do any of that, let's see if we got any contributors. Yo, shout out to Global Pastime. He says supporting the show, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to Quentin. Quentin said thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, Quentin. Let's see. That's 3 people. y'all must be in your fifis about this topic. Well, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. So make sure y'all supporting the show. So let's check out a couple of these other videos. Let's check it out. Let's check out what they got going on.
Everybody knows Chris Brown is colorist. There has been rumors for 10 plus years of him not letting dark-skinned women in his section. Like, this is not new. This is not new at all. Like, nobody's shocked. Nobody's shocked. And I remember Jackie Aina once said, love this quote, stop asking a clown why he's a clown and ask yourself why you keep going to the circus.
So he's a clown because he doesn't prefer dark-skinned women. Do you see my point? Do you see the foolishness? So he's a clown because he doesn't like you. That makes him a clown. Or are you a clown for expecting people who don't like you to like you?
You know that he's like this. So, but now you're mad because you're a victim? There is a lot of dark-skinned women out there, and I can say this as a dark-skinned, who they know that people think that we are unattractive. They know the, negative stereotypes regarding dark-skinned women, and they're out to prove.
I got news for you, sweetheart. Some of you are unattractive. Not because you're dark-skinned, but because you're unattractive. I know this is taboo. And I know y'all have a problem with grasping this, okay? Because you're the real colorist, right? How do we know you're the real colorist? Because you assume that everybody thinks that all light-skinned women are attractive and that all dark-skinned women are unattractive, and it's not true. The same way that there are plenty of unattractive light-skinned women, there are plenty of attractive dark-skinned women. You may just happen to be one of the unattractive ones. And I think it's a cop out that whenever somebody say to you, well, you ain't all that, you ain't attractive, you immediately want to jump to, oh, you saying that because I'm dark skinned.
People never look at facial structures and facial symmetry, none of that. He's right. They look at skin tone and race and they base your attraction off of that. Like, it's weird.
People wrong. They are seeking validation from the people who have this mindset. So in your head, you're thinking, well, yes, that's true. Like, yes, I know he's colorist, but y'all probably just really weren't pretty. I'm pretty, so I know that I can get on stage. And you got humble.
Hold on, y'all. There we go. Get these notifications.
You got humble. Now you want to come to the internet and complain about a man who has had colorist allegations and allegations of abuse for 10 plus years. Be so serious.
She said colorist. She said colorist allegations as if that's a crime. She said colorist allegations as if that's a crime, bro. I mean, let that sink in. Yo, I already know. I'm gonna end up being the dude. Check this out. I'm gonna end up being the dude on the internet that dark skinned folks can't stand. I'm gonna end up being that dude, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm in.
Hey, Vanguard, he's gonna be the bad guy too now. Ah!
That dude, because I'm tired of light skinned people being attacked.
See?
I'm tired of the shit.
We tired.
I'm sick of the shit.
We tired of it.
Nobody gets to joke on. Nobody gets to crack jokes.
See, Vanguard, he's waking up. Nobody gets to crack jokes on them, but they get to crack jokes on everybody else. Let's let him break it down.
On dark skinned people, but it's a free for all on light skinned people. But every time I look up, it's somebody dark skinned crying about something somebody light skinned did. I'm sick of this shit, bro.
Hello.
I'm sick of this shit. And I'm going to call it out for what it is. I'm going to show everybody the hypocrisy of this foolishness. And I'm going to show you how it ties into the same goofy shit that y'all do to white people. Because the shit you do to white people, you're doing it to light skinned people too. And then you come over here and have the nerve to...
I was told that before. The anger and the animosity that they have for white people, they have for us too. The same categories that they have for white people, they have for us too. The same jokes and the ways they really feel about white people, they feel the same way about us. So this is just for you light-skinned mulatto guys who want to claim that you black and want to be in the hood and try to prove yourself. Just know.
Like, oh, angry man, why you identifying with what them white people going through? Because you niggas do the same shit to me.
Just know in the hood, you know how white boys in the hood trying to hang around them and they think he's corny and stuff. That's how they look at you. As a light-skinned or biracial dude hanging in the hood, they see you the same way. You a corny little white boy. That's how they really feel about white people and mixed and light-skinned people.
Same shit you do to white people, you do the same shit to me.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we gonna break it down. We gonna break it down. But let's check out a couple more of these videos.
I got beatings for that.
You are a dark-skinned woman who's still going to see Chris Brown, support Chris Brown, and you get discriminated against in any kind of way because of your skin tone. Do not get on here complaining. How many times are we gonna have to tell you hoes that man do not like y'all? He don't like y'all. He don't prefer y'all. He don't want y'all there. He don't want y'all around. How many times are we gonna have to tell you that? So if you're gonna continue to take your ass to Ike Turner's concerts, understand we don't care.
Wow, Ike Turner.
And Ike Turner was dark skinned.
Shout out to Oye. Oye said gatekeepers apply these sort of tests all the time to spot problematic people before they let them in. Can you imagine if they had let them in? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see.
Chris Brown is in hiding. I mean, completely.
If they would have let them in, they probably would have been acting a fool. They probably would have got into a fight with the lighter complected girls in there. How much y'all want to bet? It would have been like Baddie South Central in there. How much y'all want to bet? or what's that show called, Baddies? It would have been Baddies on there. Baddies Club. We've been scrapping in there. All the lighter complected girls.
Activated his social media after this woman accused him of being.
He tired of y'all.
Chris Brown has been notorious for having a preference for light-skinned women. But this woman says it's not a preference, it's discrimination. In a viral video, this woman named Lachey described being invited to the Chris Brown VIP experience. So she and her friends drove all the way from Cleveland to Detroit to be there. But once they arrived and they met up with Chris Brown's management team, Lachey says that the VIP manager took one look at her and told her that they had run out of VIP wristbands.
Access denied.
She said she...
Access denied.
Stood back and watched as the same manager gave out those wristbands to women who were either light-skinned, mixed race, or white women.
Chris Brown has a preference, but you have not one time seen a dark-skinned girl up on that stage. And his entourage, his management, they're only doing what instructing for them to do, which is why you have not seen a woman of my complexion on the stage.
After her video went viral, I'm sure it made its way to Chris Brown.
Here's my question. Are dark-skinned women entitled to be on his stage?
Entitlement problem. I think it's a monoracial thing.
Are dark-skinned women entitled? See, this is what I meant. This is what I meant about wokies. And this is the reason why black people latch on to wokeness. Because they like forced diversity. They like equity, diversity, equity, and inclusion. They like all of that shit. They like all of that shit, right? But I told you, it's to compensate. It's to compensate the people that are woke. They weaponize victimhood to compensate for being losers. Okay? Now, let me break this down so you can understand this, because I know some people gonna run with that. Are you trying to say that darker skinned women are losers? No. What I'm saying is, if she went to that event and she know for a fact that Chris Brown, which is one entertainer out of countless entertainers, if you went to that event and you know that Chris Brown favors light-skinned women, he brings light-skinned women up on stage, he brings light-skinned women into his VIP section, you got no wins in that situation if you're not light-skinned. You got no wins. That's like me going to a pickup basketball game and just about everybody on the court is like 6'3" or taller, right? In that situation, I'm not going to get picked. I'm not even going to get picked to play, right? I'm not even going to get picked to play. If you got dudes up there that's 6'3", 6'5", and all that shit, you know, I'm gonna get anybody that picks me on their team, I'm gonna get knocked around the court just for being, you know, shorter than that, right? So that's not a win-win situation for me. That's a lose-lose situation. I can't expect everybody to change everything around just for me, right? So that's a situation where she's in a lose-lose situation. And this is what I can't figure out. See, this is the one thing that annoys me more than anything about black folk, right? I can't stand the hypocrisy. You understand? I can't stand the hypocrisy. Like, there are artists that will prioritize darker skinned women over light skinned women. Why don't you go to their shows? But see, here's the thing. And this is one thing I know for a fact about black people. You're not going to go to the show where they prioritize you. You're going to go to the show where you know they don't prioritize you. Why? So you'll have something to complain about. You want me to say it again? This woman who is of a darker complexion, she's not going to go to a show where her dark complexion will be prioritized. She's gonna go to the show where it's not prioritized. Why? So she can have something to complain about.
They always want to complain about
Because let's
something.
be real, in this day and age, you can't tell me there aren't shows and venues that prioritize darker skinned women. You can't tell me that. Shout out to Zachary.
There are.
Said, what about the double standard as well? Now,
hold on, y'all.
Here's the first bit of ridiculousness I want to point out. Here's the first level of hypocrisy. Okay? First level of hypocrisy. So, whenever black women, regardless of what their skin tone is, regardless of whether they light, dark, caramel, whatever, right? Whenever black women get tired of dating black men and they decide to date white men or non-black men, right? What do they always say? Don't they always say, go where you are celebrated and not tolerated?
Oh, yeah.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong? When black women, regardless of their skin complexion, decide to stop dating brothers and start dating non-black men, don't they say, go where you are celebrated and not where you're tolerated? So here's my question. If the average everyday sister is not gonna beg the average everyday brother to be in a relationship with her, why the hell is they online complaining and begging for Chris Brown to accept them? As a fan. Why? Why? Can somebody answer that question for me? If black women feel like brothers only tolerate them and never celebrate them, they quit brothers. They don't run around begging brothers to accept them. So why are you begging Chris Brown? Why are you begging an R&B star to accept you? I'll tell you why. Because being in the VIP section of Chris Brown's venue is in your mind, it means you're somebody. That's what it is. You being it's just like back in the day when black folks wanted to go to white only restaurants. Because you view Chris Brown up here, and you view the lighter skinned women that he allow or that he wants in his VIP section up here, you need to be in there. You need to be included in that so that you can feel like somebody. See? So it's a matter of status, social status, right? I want to be accepted in the same venues as the light-skinned girls, or I want to be accepted in the same venues as the white people when I'm talking about the white-only restaurants back in the day, right? See, the reason why you don't, if brothers don't accept you, average everyday brothers don't accept you, you don't care. You'll give them your ass to kiss because you don't view them as having any social status. See, in your mind, the average everyday brother ain't shit. So when he doesn't accept you, it doesn't hurt your feelings. When he doesn't accept you, you'll tell him to go to hell. You'll tell him, I don't get you. You don't know what you're missing out on. You'll give him your entire behind the kiss.
You see what I was saying in the other videos, y'all? They accept this same, like, the stuff that monoracial men do, they accept it, but when it comes to a light skin or a mixed guy, it's totally different. They expect you to be totally different.
And sashay away. But when Chris Brown don't want to invite you into his VIP section, oh, now all of a sudden your ass is butthurt. Now all of a sudden it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world coming to an end. How dare you not allow no chocolate sisters into your section? Well, I got news for you. He don't got to allow you into his section.
Right.
He don't have to allow you into his section.
Right. Exactly.
At all. At all. He does not have to allow you into his section at all. Wait a minute. Did y'all who did y'all boot out? Who did y'all boot out?
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
Generalize and say, oh, that's all men. All men ain't this. But as my grandmother used to say, she used to say, it ain't what you're called, it's what you answer to. I'll say that again. My grandmother used to say to me, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Now, I know you wasn't expecting me to say something like that. You was expecting me to just say some insult and keep it pushing. But no, we going to have a grown-up conversation about this tonight. We're going to have a grown-up conversation about this tonight. Even though I know some of you women haven't really matured past 14. But we going to find out tonight. We going to find out tonight, right? So, anyway, going back to what I was saying. So that's the first little bit of hypocrisy. It was you women that came up with the term or the phrase, go where you are celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
Right.
Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. So by that logic, there's no need of coming online and complaining about Chris Brown. He's an entertainer. If you don't like what he's doing, if you feel like he's wrong, you don't got to support him. You don't got to go to his shows. You don't have to go to his shows. But again, this goes back to the mentality that black people have had for so long. And it's the reason why people have black fatigue. It's the reason why people are fed up with a lot of black people's behavior, because you think that you can force people to like you, or that you can force people to accept you as you are, as if other people are not entitled to their preferences. This is why I think some of the civil rights era, some of the tactics were wrong. You feel me? Trying to force white people to accept black people, it only made things worse. It only made things worse. Now, I'm not saying that white people should be racist towards black people, nor should black people be racist towards white people. But in order for people to get along, you have to give them the ability to get along. Or
I'm trying to wrap this up. I'm gonna hit y'all back with another one. He was talking some more stuff about how, like, you know, how they don't consider him black, and you know he's not white neither, so he was like a different racial classification. He was speaking about that too, but probably try to get into that with another video. I'm gonna hit y'all with the next one.